Good morning, my beautiful people. It's the first session this year, January 2026. I'm sorry that we are starting late this morning. We had a few technical glitches, so I apologize again for the late start. But it's very important that we talk about this year. What does 2026 have for us? I did a bit of thinking, and it occurred to me that there's going to be a moment in every business owner's life when the noise will fade, the excuses will fall away, and the truth will stand alone. At that moment, you are going to realize that the market is not slowing down for you, the threats are not waiting for you, and the opportunities are not going to pause until you feel ready. 2026 is actually that moment. This year is a year that will expose every weakness. It's a year that will reward every ounce of preparation. And most importantly, it's also a year that is going to separate the stable from the shaking. This is not a year for wishful thinking. This is not a year for it's good enough. This is not a year for, it's not a year where stability is no longer a determinant. It's going to be a year where stability becomes the new skill. It's going to be a year when stability becomes the new safety. Most importantly, it's going to be a year where stability becomes the new strategy. So I'm giving you a wake up call this morning, and it's not because you're behind. Don't get it wrong. It's because you are right on time. What I want you to understand is that whatever you build next will determine everything for you this year. So, most importantly, I'm going to ask you a question. If in the next 12 months everything becomes unpredictable in your business, would your business still survive? Would it stay steady? Would it still stay in your control? Because here is the truth. 2026 is not a normal year. 2026 is a year where the line is in the sand. It's a year where, as business owner, every small business will either cross it with stability or be swept away by the tide. So one of the things I have decided for us to do this morning is that in less than 30 minutes, I'm going to give you a wake-up call that every business owner needs in this year 2026. I'm going to show you three important elements that every small business needs to master this year in order to stay stable, in order to stay profitable, and in order to stay control no matter what the market does, no matter what the economy looks like. All right. About 6 months ago, I met with a business owner. He was introduced to me, and then confidently he told me they were doing fine, they were doing good, they were stable, revenue was good, their staff members were good, operations were good enough. And sincerely, it was. But suddenly, in a span of about 10 days, I mean 10 days, not 10 months, not 10 weeks, 10 days, everything changed. And suddenly, I got a call from him because a cybersecurity incident occurred. There were delays with some of their supplier shipments. One of their most important, I'm going to call it most important employees, was one of the key employees resigned. And suddenly, there was a cash flow crunch. And before you knew it, this stable business was on his knees. And I realized that it was not because the owner was weak. It was not because business was bad. It was just because the games changed, but no one told him the new rules. He didn't fail because he was not working hard. He failed because he was not prepared for the era we are currently in. All right? So, this is what I want you to think about. I want us to be very honest. We are in a space right now where the old playbook is dead. Growth alone will no longer save you. Hustle will no longer save you. Good enough operations will no longer save you because AI is accelerating much faster than your processes. Cyber threats are eating small and medium-sized businesses harder than even the bigger enterprises. And customers are expecting enterprise level reliability. Yet, cash flow volatility is becoming a silent killer. However, the market will only reward one thing above everything else. That is stability. This is one of the things I need you to think about. You see, in 2026, you don't have to be bigger, you just need to be stable. Because stability is what is going to become your most competitive advantage this year. Stability is where your competitive advantage will be this year. So I want us to look at this new framework that I just developed to help small businesses adopt in 2026. If you want to be stable, you want your small or medium sized business to be stable this year, is going to be built on three elements. All right. I've called this new framework the SMB stability discipline. That's what I have titled this framework. Now, what I want you to understand about this framework is that it is built on three very important elements. Three important elements that will allow your business to be stable this year. The first one is operational stability, or what some people will call the operational anchor of the business. What this refers to is talking about your systems, it's talking about your processes, it's talking about the way you deliver your services, your products, your delivery methods anyway. It's talking about your resilience as well as your continuity methods. I'm not talking about your security continuity method, I'm talking about your business continuity methods. Now, the second element is what I have called security evolution. We've talked so many times about security evolution. But this time around, it's talking about your cybersecurity readiness. It's talking about your AI safe workflows as well as your ability to be able to human proof. Your human proofing in terms of cybersecurity this year is one of the elements that will determine how far your business will go. Then the third one is what I have referred to as AI confidence. This particular element is talking about your ability to be able to adapt practical ROI driven AI initiatives. These initiatives will be able to reduce variability and, most importantly, increase predictability for you. Now, I want you to know that these three elements I have just mentioned, the operational stability, security evolution, as well as AI confidence, are not optional elements. No, they are not. They are not nice to haves. No, they are not. They are going to be the minimum standards for a stable business this year, 2026. So, the first thing I need you to understand about operational stability is that if your business cannot run without you as the founder, it is not a business, it is a dependency. I want you to imagine waking up sick or taking a week off and your business is running smoothly because your processes are documented, your team knows what to do, and nothing depends on you being in the room. So, this is what I need you to do, okay? This month, this is the 13th. We still have a lot of days in this month. So, this month, I want you to document your top 5 recurring processes. Just take 5. You only need 5 of them, all right? What that will help you to do is that you'll be able to reduce chaos, you will increase consistency, and you can unlock skill without burnouts. Those are the processes that we want to systemize, all right? Then, number 2, I want you to understand that security is no longer an IT issue. I think we've talked about it so many times as well. It has become a leadership responsibility. I want you to imagine knowing that just one incident will not wipe out your business. It will not cause a damage to your reputation and it will not affect your cash flow. So, what I need you to do in this regard is that I need you to run, I'm going to call it a vulnerability scan. I want you to run a vulnerability scan with your team, a security vulnerability scan. Just make it like a 20 minutes one. What I need you to call it is what would break us? What can affect us? What can bring calamity to the business? Just give it one of those names so that it gives you a better understanding of where you're heading. The goal of this activity is that I want you to be able to protect your revenue, your customers, as well as your business future. Now, the third thing I want you to know is that AI is not here to replace you. It's just here to replace your inefficiencies. I want you to imagine AI quietly removing some bottlenecks, is helping you to reduce errors, is giving you some hours back, maybe 10 to 20 hours back a week. That's one of the things it can actually do for you. But with AI confidence, we are going to be so focused not just on our ability to be able to use AI innovatively and effectively, but also in a secure manner. So, what I want you to do is pick just one workflow, then automate one step, just one step with AI this week. My goal for you is the fact that I want you to be able to gain speed. I want you to be able to gain clarity. I need you to be able to gain a competitive advantage without being overwhelmed. I need you to be able to gain a competitive advantage without being overwhelmed. So let me bring you back home. In 2026, the SMBs who will win are the ones who are operationally stable, who are secure by design, and who are AI confident. That is the SMB stability discipline. That is going to be our new standard this year. Most importantly, this is the wake up call. The truth is, you have carried too much alone. You have survived too many storms. So many of us had to go through a lot last year. And for a lot, you were able to hold your business together with grit, with instinct, as well as sheer willpower. But 2026 is not the year for you to gamble. It's just the year for you to fortify. You don't need to start hustling harder. No, you just need to be able to stabilize smarter. And I want you to understand that you are not behind. You are right on time. This is a wake up call. Like I said, it is not one that is meant to scare you, it's just one that is meant to prepare you. So, most importantly, if you're ready to take your first step into the SMB stability discipline this year, I need you to type wake up in the chats. Type wake up in the comments. All right. I don't want you to wait for the next disruption to force your hand. We don't have the energy or the time to do that this year. Like I said, this is not a year to gamble. I want to sincerely appreciate you for joining this session. It's very important to me. You know, I always appreciate you. I don't want you to forget to send in your questions. This year, we are living for the SMB stability. The business is not just about making money this year, it's about being stable, is about evoking a lot of stability and making sure we can weather the storms irrespective of whatever comes our way. I don't want you to forget to send in your questions. I live for them. You know that. Don't forget to send in your questions. Until I see you again next week, I want you to ensure that you choose stability for your business. Don't forget to send in your questions. Put, I'll see you next week. Have a beautiful, amazing, and wonderful week.